Hey, what's up YouTube? What's going on? Today we're doing that monthly garden tour video. Today's actually end of the month, so you bet. Oh my God! So you guys will be seeing this tomorrow, on October 1st. This is a mini orchard. If you forgot about it or just didn't remember or you're new, but we're not gonna be over here too much just because not too much is going on since my last update, and we're gonna be over here in the raised beds. I'm trying to be careful around the watermelon vine. You see, it's growing a watermelon, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's growing wildly, so I'm trying to be careful not to step on it. So if you ever seen my video previously on this raised bed, I basically cut it back or compared to cover crop that was growing previously, or the beans also, and I put new cover crop to see if it'll do better. But I can't tell if my cover crop is growing uh, at all, or yeah, at all. But this is the very first raised bed that I made. You can probably see over here. This was very tall. I cut it back. You can see the new leaves are a little bit more yellowish. I don't know why that is though. But before I cut it, it was still really green. So yeah, the second raised bed that I ever built. This was supposed to be my pepper raised bed, but I failed on that too. Only two peppers are growing. That one and this one. This is a habanero. I think this is either jalapeno or serrano, but it looks like more like jalapeno, so that's what it is. Right here is the watermelon that's growing wildly, or all over the place. They can barely see, but yeah, that's where that is. And over here was my corn and bean raised bed, but because I missed one day of watering, it completely failed, or it died back. And that day it got up to 100 degrees. So um, I decided to plant what I think it's a pumpkin, but I'm not sure. It's not even growing that much. So I guess I won't know. But recently I decided to plant a cover crop, so you can see a little bit is coming up so far. But not too much is going on this raised bed either. So yeah, it's like I planted it, I think about a month ago now. Over here at the pomegranate tree, I finally got a harvest on this pomegranate tree. It was really cool, and I did a tasting for you guys on a different video. So I'll link that at the end of the video or on the top right, uh, so you guys can see it if you guys want to watch it. But that's it for this side of the garden tour. I'll be right back on the other side, I guess. Even though it's not that far, but and let's just do it in one take, I guess. Okay, so this is one of the newest raised beds that I built in a previous video. Recently, I just put a not recently, but a two. I want to say about a month ago, maybe even more. I planted a cover crop in here. I backfilled it. If you haven't seen that video where I backfilled it, I'll also link that on the top right or the end of the video, depending on which one I want to link at the end first. But basically, this is my native soil and biochar mix, and then I put the cover crop seed. Then on top of that, I put um, compost. It wasn't compost that I made; it was compost that I bought. So it wasn't fantastic compost, but it's better than no compost. Or it depends, but it was pretty decent compost. So this is like after 1 month of growing of this cover crop, and over here for whatever reason it started growing pretty late. I think this one was first, and then that one was second. But you can see this plant. That's mustard. I'm pretty sure that's mustard that well, I know for a fact that's mustard that I saved seed from, and I put it in here. Finally, I saved it for like 2, 3 years now, and I finally put it in, thinking it wasn't gonna grow, but there's some. So if next year, if it goes to seed next year, I'm gonna save seed from that also, and hopefully have more mustard seeds for future use. But this is my other raised bed that I also built recently. That is supposed to be a short raised bed, but um, yeah, a short raised bed, but have higher trellis growing space. But I decided to grow cover crop in here also for the first year, just in case the soil wasn't too good, and hopefully make it better for next year. Um, the best plant growing here is amaranth, which I'm really surprised about, and I guess not really at the same time. If you've seen, I don't remember if I made a video or not on this tomato plant where I planted like three tomatoes in this raised bed, and this one did the best. This is the tallest tomato that I had at the time, and like I said in that video, I don't think I'm gonna harvest out of this, but we'll see. It is going to flower a little bit. It's really tiny, so I don't think it's a dwarf variety. I think it's supposed to be a indeterminate, but because of the short growing period we have left, I think it's starting to go flower earlier than uh, expected. But yeah, that's the other. This is the mini raised bed, I guess you would call it, just because how low it is compared to my other ones. I also made a video on this raised bed not too long ago where I planted brassicas. So basically, I have cabbage and broccoli in this raised bed. So hopefully, we get a harvest off of these um, before my hard frost hits, but we'll see. I haven't been doing too well with brassicas or anything I've been growing, so we'll see if I get a harvest out of these. If I do, great. If I don't, then that's okay. Um, at least I'm still learning how to grow stuff. I'm debating right now if I should give water or not. Um, when I put my finger in there a second ago, it wasn't too dry, so I'll probably wait until tomorrow for it to dry a little bit more. Over here is some cactus that they're basically just cuttings over here in these containers, and well, in this container it's a lime tree. Before it was like dehydrated, so the leaves were kind of curling. So when I give it more water, it's doing a lot better. The same thing you could say about the zucchini, but this time it's going to flower and actually producing fruit, so that's pretty cool. This is blood orange tree, and so far it's not growing any, excuse me, any flowers or anything. So this one I'm not too worried about. Um, um, well, being dehydrated or anything at least because it looks really good, except for the top. It looks a little bit yellow, but other than that, it looks really good. I've been giving these trees, by the way, some water and compost extract. Hopefully, they give it soil biology, but maybe I'll start giving these compost teas to make it even better feeding wise. Again, some more zucchini. I'm pretty sure zucchini. I can't remember what I planted exactly, actually, but yeah. Here's an improved Meyer lemon. This one is actually producing some flowers, which I'm really surprised about because the other two trees are not. We'll see if we get a harvest out of those or not. Just another zucchini, another zucchini. I was trying to do something with these areas because these are areas I was planning to plant trees, but I never did. So I thought if I plant a zucchini, they'll do pretty well. And so far, they're doing okay. If I water it every day, they'll probably do better. But because I do water every other day, and they're doing not so good. Or some days they do better than others because of how hot it is getting, or it was getting. Now it's getting cooler. Maybe you do a little bit better. Okay, so this is the cactus that I planted earlier this year. I don't think I ever made a video on this, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Uh, I haven't noticed too much growth, but um, it looks really good in my opinion. So we'll see how well it goes. I planted this aloe vera here about 6 months ago now. I can't remember, but this was in my front yard initially, but something was digging it out, so I decided to put it in the backyard to see if it would do better. I basically took off all the dry leaves and then left some, left the rest of it. It's still not green looking the way I would want it, but it looks uh, better than it was in the front. Because in the front, it wasn't doing well at all, but at least in the back, it's doing pretty good. Okay, so over here is I was planning to do a container garden. I was planning to grow a lot of lettuce in all these containers, and there's more cactus, but some of them died back. So luckily for me, I do have more lettuce that I can transplant. I'm surprised there's lettuce in here from the previous time I took it out, put it in. But there's some that are doing okay. Um, luckily, there are some lettuce doing pretty well. Um, and I'm trying to grow lettuce that are different colors also. I don't want just green. Um, I do want some red lettuce, so hopefully that'll do well in here. By the way, I'm just noticing there's a tomato in this one, which I don't want because that's not going to grow to anything, but I'm just going to leave it for now just because it's not hurting anything right now. In this container, I'm planning to grow carrots. I sifted this out to like a quarter of an inch, so hopefully the carrots will do well in here. Um, I'm planning to make a whole video on this container, but basically I'm growing beans and this one sunflower. Right now it's going to flower, so hopefully we get some sunflower seeds from it. Hopefully I get some seeds that I can save from it also, because I haven't been getting. I want to save my own seeds for future use, but yeah, that's what's going on this in this container. Over here, this is basically my mini container garden or the container garden. You might guys remember these. These are my 15-gallon gracious flower pots for peperoncini plants. I made a video not too long ago giving an update, but it hasn't been released yet, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But yeah, these peppers are doing really well. They're doing a lot better since I did make an update on this video on this pepper talking about there were some aphids and stuff. Since I made that video, there's been a huge decrease. And I think that's because I've been watering it more often or a lot better than I was before. And I think previously I thought this was a bell pepper um, plant, but because of these new ones and how they're shaped, I think it's either an ancho pepper or I can't remember the other variety, but it's definitely not a bell pepper, so that's pretty cool to find out. These were planted fairly recently, so I don't know what these are or if I'll even get a harvest from these. So we'll see. Uh, so was this one? This was like the tallest one out of the one, two, three, four, four that I had. So this one's doing pretty well. Hopefully this one will get a harvest out of these, but I doubt it. This one may or may not be a bell pepper. I don't want to say that it is or it isn't, just in case it's not. Like I did last time, where I thought it was a bell pepper when it isn't. Over here, I think this is either serrano or jalapeno, just like my garden raised bed. But we'll see what it is. I did take a harvest from these a couple like a day or two ago, so it's nice to see that it's producing more fruit already. I was planning to do a potato harvest video or like seed to harvest video, but this is literally the only potato that I have, so that's just a complete bust. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next video. Peace.